All right, we're going to start today with forward Duncan McGuire. Duncan, tough loss, but you guys managed to hold on to the fourth spot to host the first round of the playoffs. Give us your initial thoughts on tonight's match and moving forward.
Yeah, obviously, we wanted to, lock in fourth place with a win tonight and end the season on a win. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case here, but with other results in the league, thankfully we got fourth, and now we get a host in the playoffs, which is huge from how we started the season. So I'm definitely proud of the boys, and obviously it's hard to smile tonight after we lose, but we gotta look forward, and the positives are we still have hosting a playoff. I don't know when the game is, next week at some point, and then so yeah, we're gonna get back to work, and playoff time has begun.
Awesome.
Duncan, just obviously the goal that was called off. What did you see? What was told to you afterwards?
If I believe what I was talking with Dax McCartney about, not the referee, is that if it hits your hand and you score immediately after, no matter what, it's called back. I don't know where else I'm supposed to put my arm besides next to my side, but that's all I'm going to say.
Duncan, obviously they were putting numbers behind the ball, trying to hold on to that result. Is there anything that you feel that the team could have done better down the stretch, final 15, 20 minutes of that game to create more?
Yeah, I think they did a good job. I mean, obviously they got themselves in a good position by being up too early, and then they really put the pressure on us to have to, they put a lot of numbers behind the ball, knowing they have to hold on to a win. So yeah, they did a good job, and I think if we maybe could get more guys in the pockets in the interiors, we could have done a little bit more damage and hurt them a little more. But we had our chances in the first and second halves, and I think maybe we could have put them away. I think they were just a bit more clinical tonight with their chances.
Duncan, obviously you guys are in the playoffs already, locking in that fourth seed. But seeing how dramatic this game was towards the end of the match, how much of it did it already feel like a playoff game as well? Because knowing that Atlanta United was also trying to squeeze in with that last spot with a victory today.
Yeah, we've definitely from the first minute you felt like it was both teams had something on the line that they were fighting for, and I guess we both got it in the end, which is weird. But yeah, I mean, from the minute I was like this, I was talking to Mike, like, this game it feels different than a normal game. It kind of felt like the Columbus game last year for a little bit, with the high intensity. The fans were getting behind us. It was a packed house, which was unbelievable. And yeah, it was definitely a really good experience. And I think that was a good prep for the playoffs of how the intensity and atmosphere is going to be.
Awesome.
I guess just kind of going off of that with prep for the intensity and best of three coming up. Just from your perspective, the team's been on a hot start, and obviously, tonight is kind of a misnomer. But how do you kind of take the, previous couple months and kind of look past this game into the next, couple games?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely we have to, trying to erase this game from our memory. I don't think this game was really how we like to play or how we've, competed the past. What was it, since July 1st, whatever the run we've been on. I don't think tonight was anything kind of like how we play. I think we were a little slow in the passing and kind of gave it away a little bit too easily. But I think, we'll be able to bounce back quickly. We have a little bit more than a week to prepare. So I think we'll, put our heads down and get focused and, we have everything to play for now.
For you personally, just from last year being your rookie year and getting into the playoffs, what do you feel like you kind of learned from that experience that you can take into this year?
Wow, that's a good one. I don't know, I feel like it's just kind of going to be the same. I mean, you have to give everything you got while you're on the field, or else you're going home. And I think that kind of was a wake up call last year when I felt like the season ended so like I wasn't ready for it to end. And I definitely don't think that I'll be ready for this one to end until we win the entire thing. So.
Just follow up on Austin. When you look at last year, how the season ended, obviously you guys finished second in the overall standings, and then obviously an early playoff exit. But remember, some of the words that the team said at the start of the season was the expectation that was basically set on the squad. Obviously, a slow start this year, and then you guys finish off on a pretty hot run to go into the playoffs. I mean, how do you guys see yourselves knowing that expectation that you guys set up on yourselves is still there, and obviously it's there for the killing now going into next week in the playoffs?
Yeah, like you said, like last year we felt like it was an early exit, but I mean, with the way we've been playing and I've seen it in the throughout the past few months with the guys. Like I feel like it's a different team than the beginning of the year, and it's looking a lot more like last year. I think we're definitely hitting our stride at the right point. So I'm actually really excited to get to the playoffs and see what kind of damage we can do.
All right, last one.
Duncan, this season must just seem surreal for you. It starts out with the transfer that fell through. You end up signing a new deal in the middle of the year. The team wasn't doing very well at the start of the year. Now you make this push, you're in the playoffs, and get a top 4 spot. Just kind of can you even put into words like what this year has kind of been like for you?
No, it's just been kind of, weird and like not believable. Kind of you just kind of stay on my toes and see what's gonna be thrown at us next. So yeah, it's been a wild year, but I'm definitely thankful for everything that's happened, and hopefully I can just end the year on MLS Cup. So.